All right. I don't even know how big or small should I do myself. Blizzard, like right there. All right. All right. So, first of all, let me check something. There you go. A bit for you guys more over there, and I think we should be good. Now, with that said, now, let me give you a proper introduction. And we're back with another episode with your boy Jerry XD, and this is Bloon TD 6. We're live from New York City. Nah, imagine. All right. So what we're gonna be doing right now, we're gonna be playing, chilling, right? We were playing earlier today, as how you guys could tell. Right now, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be playing this game, right, called Balloon. But with that said, um, what we're doing right now, we're gonna be streaming directly from my tablet. We're connecting it to a monitor, my main monitor, and we're also streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. So feel free to, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that red button. And if you guys want to support the channel or any other channels that we're on, the links will be down below in the description. It's free. Just gotta do it once. That's it. Other than that, um, so what we're gonna be doing this one easy, right? We're not claiming that we're the best, right? But what we're gonna be doing, we're just gonna be chilling, right? Oh yeah, see? Oh my God, I like the fact that because I feel like if I put myself here for anything, right? Well, the thing is that I feel like where should I put myself? Oh, camera's off. Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna put myself here, even though it looks like I'm just staring at. I'm guessing here, right? I mean, I could move it, but I like the background. It looks nice. All right. With that said, damn, man. Anyways, so right now what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be playing this game, right? Let's see. Uh,
Nature's revenge shall be swift
it's
and
been a while
terrible.
since we played this game, so bear with me. We're now what we're gonna, be doing. Like I'm repeating myself over and over again. Mm, the question is, right? Hold up. Okay, so there is sound. There's only you. So I will be singing randomly, and that's because we out here listening to music. So just bear with me. Just bear with me. All right. Mm, let's do this again. Mm. We were supposed to play Alan Wake, right? But
Ha!
I think I might just leave that for tomorrow. I know I'm gonna be tired tomorrow because we're gonna be, doing something special, you know, um, something personal, obviously. Is that the only thing you have? Damn it. No. There. That one saved my ass, though. I'm not gonna lie. Um. All right. So currently speaking, it is 11:50. So wouldn't be surprised, right? Hmm. I wish you could play music in the background, but
Ha!
oh, 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 oh. Hold up. Was it the one in the middle or was it the one on top? I think it was the one. Ah, fuck. I think it was the one in the middle, right? So yeah, if you guys don't get the notification, if you guys want to, subscribe and all that stuff, just make sure that the bell is clicked, turn your notifications. That's pretty much it, right? We out here, we're trying to do this, right? We're trying to grow this community.
Ha ha!
There's only you and I. There's only you and I. No, no, no.
What next? All right.
I don't know. All right. We got it. We got it. We got it. Let's see. Damn it. Look, I'm gonna be failing, all right?
Ha ha!
Obviously. Now, the question here is, how long can we last? Oh, fuck.
Alive! Alive!
So, because we are able to play on the tablet or stream directly on the tablet. I forgot to mention we are playing with the mouse, right? So making things much easier for all of us.
Awesome.
Bubbles. Oh my God, this guy really. All right, let's continue with the bubbles. So a few minutes ago, I was playing Metal Slug. I think it was the first one. I'm not sure. Um, no, 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 and I'm like, it took me few tries to actually, beat Metal Slug. Um, but I want to see if we can play that on the tablet so we can, live stream it. Because it's pretty fun. It's just, I like it. I like it. Just the things that tell, obviously because it was originally an arcade machine game thing. Let me guess. What should I stream? That's gonna be a long ass stream if you ask me.
Sweet.
What? Alright, my boy. At least keep it PG-13. What the fuck? No, no. Yo, this guy said taking a shower. I'm done. What song will we play next? Ooh, that's a good one right here. It's a good one. It's a country song. Something got a hold of me lately. No, I don't know myself anymore.
Moab,
Hmm.
handle it.
Feel like the walls are all closing in. Yo, this guy said a bubble bath. I'm done. Yo, you mad weirdo, yo. Lose control. All right, look, we're close to doing 8,000 here. We're at 600 and 500. 6,500. We need 8,075. Can we do it? Can we do it? Can we do it? Mm, come on, baby. Damn it. We should be. We should. There you go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can do it.
Aye.
What?
Sweet.
Take. Take off. Look, I don't know what type of kinky shit you're into. You know? Man, weird. But let's keep myself here. Let's keep myself right there. For now. For now. Let's see. This
Yeah.
one. No, that's 10,000. I forgot which one. Is it this one?
Live.
Yo, you're crazy for that. Get it? Almost every night.
Moa. Handle it.
In the moonlight. Ooh. Oh, I thought I forgot about this guy. The question is, why the fuck is in this shit acting up? You motherfucker, you. Block. Block. I said block. That's it. Cancelled.
Moa. Handle it.
Damn right, baby. Come on. Hijo. Sí, la madre. Cooper, me asustaste. Wait, what? You're hating that choice? Yo, this guy man weird. Weirdo. Block. Block. Okay.
Nature prevails.
Cool storm. Damn, I was about to say, like, what the fuck?
BFB. Handle it.
What happened, buddy? Oh, give me. Come on. Feel like we should be good.
Moa, handle
What?
it.
Give me.
Nature prevails.
Yay, that's it. Yay. Yo. Damn, 106, yo? That's crazy. But is it impossible? No, not really. Sweet home Alabama. Hold up, hold up.
All right.
Bit him, bit him, bit him, bit him, bit him. Yo, that song got me in the mood to actually to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Even though we're playing some random ass game. Your
Moa,
pervertedness
handle it.
made me
BFB,
wanna watch that.
handle it.
Ugh. Ooh, okay, 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 baby. Fucking crazy, yo. Okay, we got bam, 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 bam. God damn. Okay, can we
Nature prevails.
motherfucker mad slow?
Rise. Ha ha.
What? You random. I love it. Don't ignore me. I'm your biggest fan. Blocked. Uh, hey, hey, no, no, stop it. No te mueras, compa, no te mueras. Bam,
Ah,
bam,
feel
bam,
nature's wrath.
bam.
Moa, handle it.
I feel like that's the only thing that that is good for. Other than that, I really don't see its fucking purpose.
Nature prevails.
You citrus. Ignore it. Block.
BFB, handle it.
He's right here. I'm done with you. Block. Mm, okay. Oh, the Batman one, right?
Nature
Yep.
prevails. Awesome.
Okay, okay. Look at Batman over here.
BFB.
But I don't
Handle
like
it.
him though. I don't like him there. I thought you're gonna shoot me after all this loyalty. That's crazy. And being replaced was what definitely does suck though. I'll give you that.
Moa. Handle it.
After being told one
Nature
thing and then
prevails.
doing another, that really does suck. But but Julie, how's the girlfriend? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. At least like the stream, okay? Oh god. No! Fuck. God damn it.
Nature prevails. Ha ha.
I think it's the same shit. I think I might as well just um what's the word I'm looking for? Replace these two and then just build this one up again.
BFB.
Yeah,
Handle it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Here is it. Mad random, yo. Mad random. I'll tell you that.
Nature prevails.
I don't know, but my anxiety is getting a little bit low.
Feel nature.
All right. Other than that, I don't even know if I'm yelling. I think I'm yelling. Could we?
ZOMG. Handle it. Nature prevails. Yes.
Wait, what you said?
BFB. Handle
Dude,
it.
that reminds me.
Nature prevails.
Blah. Okay. Blah. Okay, that's fine. That's all I gotta say. Ooh, ooh, we're almost close. Come on, baby.
Moa, nature handle it.
Oh, 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 he ready. He ready for that. He ready. Ah! What happened, Cooper? What happened? What happened? Demon, demon. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
All right. ZOMG, handle it.
Like magic.
Nature prevails. BFB, handle it. Nature prevails.
But yeah, if you guys liked what you guys seen so far, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, Jesus, fuck. Alright, what we're gonna do. He hasn't seen any action, but I kinda wanna see if we can save up for this guy.
Moa,
Yeah!
handle it.
Yeah!
Nature
Yeah!
prevails.
Yeah!
Awesome.
You
Moa,
could have been
handle
maybe
it.
at
Nature
50
prevails.
something.
BFB, handle it. DDT, handle it.
We fucked! We fucked! Nah! Yeah, more than
Man
20.
making.
Jesus fuck. Oh. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. I was worried. I was worried. Look, normally I die like 2, 3 levels before reaching 100. Okay, can we at least do 100? I'm scared. I'm scared. Hey,
Nature prevails. Be right.
Booyah!
Nice. Moab. And the nature prevails. ZOMG. Handle it.
Can I upgrade the village? Door blocker? I'm about to find out, baby.
Right. BFB. Nature prevails. Handle it. Feel nature's wrath. DDT. Handle it.
No! I was overreacting. No! No. I kind of want to put in more of these and putting them up here in the front. What?
Nature
What?
prevails.
Hey, my man, my man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, normally round 27, I think we end up dying. So fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I mean, but the way that it looked like it right now, which I do, bam, 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 bam. Got this. We got this. We got this.
I am one with the wild.
Wait, go back.
Moab.
Oh,
Handle
oh,
it.
oh, oh.
Right.
Ah. Here's where like my anxiety gets triggered. You feel me?
BFB.
As much
Handle
damage,
it.
dumb. As much damage that we can do, like in the beginning, the better. Bam, bam, bam.
ZOMG. Handle it.
Those are cool, oh fuck yeah, we fucked. We fucked up now. We fucked up now.
Right.
Bam, bam.
Right.
End of beginning. Bam, bam. Make it rain, motherfucker. Make it rain. Oh no, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Chicago, I feel it. The fuck, yo, all these motherfuckers putting in that work, especially this motherfucker. But can we do as much damage? That's what I wanna. I wanna. Mm,
Target.
no, I'm assuming that's its highest, right? Oh yeah, we fucked. Ah, we fucked up. We fucked up. No!
Oh, not getting through.
Ooh. Okay, so we had we had like the golden child, the golden child. Damn right, baby. Damn right. Oh fuck. Ugh. I feel like this shit doesn't even do that much fucking work, yo. Honestly speaking. But we gotta do more boom, 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 boom here. Well, we have 14. In the man who kicked the man out of the back in Chicago, I feel it.
Maybe a provide.
Oh, oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about this guy. I forgot about this guy. Oh fuck, we fucked up big time.
Big Bloon now, for the love of nature.
At least we beat 97 and 98 or 99. Oh. Well, oh, oh, oh. What happened, buddy? Yeah. One last way that I got left to lose you.
Nature prevails.
I lost you. Take her out of this city to be taking me. I can think of you. Ah! 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 Fuck. I don't know. Ah! Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
not getting through.
Ah! It's gonna be like, oh, the fact that it's still 500. Jesus Christ. Getting old for you just feels like one last way that I got left to lose you. We're really something, weren't we? You were really everything that ever thought that loving someone could be.
Nature prevails.
And what's crazy is that the fact that because it lags a bit, my mouse also disappears, or at least I think in my head that it disappears. Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. We
Oh, not getting
fucked up. No
through.
más con este. No más con el hijo de tu putísima perra madre. Look, at least we reached 102 fucking rounds, yo. We still have 500. Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it though. That's the thing. I don't see myself. Uh, let's do as much damage as possible, baby. Uh, ooh, we still have a chance, baby. We still have a chance. Could be doable. I think that's my panic. Just do it manually. Ah, Jesus fuck. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Feel nature's wrath. Nature prevails.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm stressed.
They're leaking.
Hmm. God damn! Look, 104 fucking rounds by myself. It's crazy. Or at least in my opinion, I think it's crazy. Let's go back home. Mm, which was the other one? Oh, they have a new one, but I don't like those though. Mm, this one's crazy too. But I think we're gonna do this one. We're gonna do it easy. Fuck that shit. Oh fuck. All right.
Nature's revenge shall be swift and terrible. Awesome.
Oh, give me a sec. Hey, my man. Hey, likewise, likewise, likewise. We struggling in this one. Damn, yo, the last fucking round we did 104. Hold up. I couldn't see it. Um, Hold up. Let me open the app again because it's not letting me. Uh, uh, all right, my what is it? Did you just did you just shit yourself? Oh, what the fuck? Oh fuck! No. Oh fuck! That's funny. Nah, we did look. We did 104 rounds on the last one, and we're definitely gonna see if we could do the same or beat 104 because we were there for a few. We were there for a few. Even though this is an easy mode, right? I would like to think it of as in standard. Let's see how far we can.
Nice.
Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't crashes on us. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna go that ham, right? That crazy on this game either way. What's our bet? God damn, yo, it's 30. Oh my god, 37%. All right, look. I'm not so sure exactly how long it's gonna give us for 36% over here. But if you guys like what you guys seen so far, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, baby. You know, you only gotta do it once. I'm just saying, right? Unless you want to support other, social medias that we got on, it's on the description, baby. Come on. But other than that, feel free to chill. Like I said, last round we did 104. Let's see what we can do. But like I was mentioning earlier, that I was playing Metal Slug on this, and I want to see if we can actually download the emulator, the ROM again, and see if we can play it on here so we can stream it. But tomorrow, I know for a fact that I'm not gonna be able to get on as much, or I don't know, who knows? Because I'm gonna be tired for sure, so I'm not quite so sure. And then I do have to wake up early, so other than that, if you guys like what you guys seen so far, let's see.
Ha
What
ha.
happened, buddy? I can't hear you, huh?
Rise.
Okay, so one thing, we'll try to upgrade this one for sure. What happened, buddy? Come in. Hmm.
Rise.
Oh, we getting those metal ones? Oh, nah, yo, you're bugging. And Alright. What happened, buddy? Huh? You should be sleeping right now.
Awesome. Rise.
So I'm gonna do something stupid, but who knows? Maybe it's not stupid at all. Okay, so bear with me. Good boy, buddy. And for those who are wondering, ow, 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 ow. Come over here. I know you don't want me to pick you up. Ah, there you go. All right, Cooper, you're gonna play for me, okay? You do, good boy. No, no. Okay, so one thing that I was gonna mention, right? That I was mentioning. Eh. You're a good boy, buddy. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it could work. Maybe it could work. Maybe it could work. I don't know.
Ha ha.
But after this, we're gonna definitely gonna have to start upgrading them for sure. Cause I don't wanna hit that big ass balloon and shit.
Moab.
Say that,
Handle it.
motherfucker. Look, it's uneasy. Okay, look, don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I want to like lay them out before starting to upgrade them. Look, I don't know, right? But we'll try different strategies over here.
All right. Moab, handle it.
If we have at least one, that should be we should be in a good position. Hey, look, well, at least look. My objective is to do as much damage as possible in here, right?
Ha ha.
To prevent it from coming towards this side, because this side is fucking open, all right? So this
Moab,
outline is as
handle it.
strong as its weakest link. And then after that, we fuck. Ooh, magic number, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Nature prevails. Rock. Nature prevails.
Haven't upgraded this motherfucker, yo. Oh god, alright.
BFB. Handle it. Nature prevails. Moa. Handle it.
Oh, we close, baby.
Awesome. Moa, handle it. BFB, handle it.
Pedro, 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 Pedro. What happened,
Nature
buddy?
prevails.
What happened? Can't even. What happened? It's okay. What happened? Dime. Okay. ¿Es agua? ¿Qué tomas es agua? Oh, you gotta pee, right? You gotta use the bathroom?
Nice. Moab, handle it. Field live. Nature prevails. BFB, handle it. BFB, handle it.
Ooh, zombie.
Moab, handle it.
Ooh, more than words. Ooh. It's not the word I want to hear from you.
Nature prevails. Awesome.
Fuck me, son.
BFB, handle it.
I don't know how to sing, but you know that's a really good song. So we have 5 activated. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 activated. I zoned out. I fucking zoned out. Oh fuck.
ZOMG, handle it.
Let me go. Oh fuck. I mean, look, we did it. 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 Have to say.
Nature prevails. All right. BFB, handle it.
How much percent? We got 23
Nature
fucking
prevails.
percent.
Target. Ha! Yeah,
Can I move this?
I'm waiting. Handle it.
I don't want to think that we fuck. Oh, it might be. We might be, man. We might be.
Nature prevails. VFB. Handle it.
Oh yeah, we fucked.
ZOMG.
I'm not even
Handle
gonna
it.
bother. We fucked. Ah.
Feel nature's wrath.
Maybe not. I don't care if it's on easy mode. I don't care. um.
Nature prevails. Ha! ZOMG.
My
Handle it.
music. Alright.
Nature prevails.
Look, I was getting a little, you know, a little worried, a little worried, a little worried, a little scared.
Moa. Handle it.
I'm petrified. I'm petrified. I'm petrified.
Fine.
Oh God. I know, man. I know. Alright. We can't let this happen. We can't let this happen. Alright, my man. Alright, that's how we ain't gonna go down that easy.
DDT. Handle it.
Holy fuck.
VFB. Handle it.
Oh man. We're talking about the 30th
Nature prevails.
which one are we talking about? The 30th anniversary? Or is there a new one coming out? My man, the 30th anniversary. Okay, okay, I see you. I see you. Let me know.
Moa.
Let me know. Let me know.
Handle it.
Definitely gonna want to get on that one.
ZOMG. Handle it.
Ooh, the song's a banger. You Make Me Feel by Archive. It's a really good
Nature
song.
prevails. They're leaking.
No! Jesus fuck. Alright, can't. Do we have enough time for another one? We really don't. Uh, what happened, buddy? Mm, I know, I know. Let's see. There's so many in here. Look, there's so many in here that I haven't tried yet. This one, I feel this one's really hard because you only have one line. This one's also hard. I'm surprised that I even done hard, but we're gonna go back on easy though. Standard, baby. Go back. So we only have, yeah, we're gonna have enough time for just one. At this point, yeah, just one. All right. Damn, we can't even buy land, yo. All right,
The spirits of the forest awaken.
Vancouver. Dun, 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 dun. You're gonna keep the baby face.
Yes.
um, Hells no. Nah, look, I was telling my brother that I don't like it. I really don't. Oh no no no! Ah, fuck me! I don't like it. And then because I'm letting it grow out again, um, currently speaking, I'm in that awkward stage where it doesn't look pleasant and it doesn't look nice at all. So that's one of the reasons why. Uh, you know what I was thinking though. I'm not gonna lie. I was telling my brother maybe just keeping the mustache, making me look like a fireman. Um, but like I said, I want to go back to like the what happened, buddy? I want to go back to letting my beard grow out again. Obviously, when there's like the whole growing out your beard and stuff, there's a whole process within like trying to like washing it, making sure that it's growing out even, combing it. Uh, go for Ricky. Damn, yeah, yeah, yeah. Look, maybe I want to represent my uncle, my Tio Ricky. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I mean, doing that, she's gonna definitely gonna take a while. Maybe within more than a month, maybe, because my beard doesn't grow out like. First of all, it doesn't grow out fast. It's not a full thick beard, and then it doesn't grow out even. So that's one thing that I also have to like keep
All
mind
right.
about. Uh, but other than that, I mean, I guess I'm shaving my beard less. The only thing I'm doing is just like trimming the top, making it like starting to have its shape of it. But other than that, I'm not really gonna do much like on my beard. And it's funny because on the first few days that I did shave my beard, like normally I would play with my mustache, right? And then when like it's growing out, like normally like I go like that, and then like with my bottom lip, I'll just like play with like the the longer hedges. But it felt so weird not doing anything like that, or seeing how the sun hasn't really touched this part of my face in the beginning. It looked pale, what you would call, right? But after a while, you go out and you let the sun hit your face, obviously, right? Um, but yeah, I mean we should be good within like maybe like a month and a half or so. Um, I'm just glad that it happened now and not later on. Because me going out and meeting new people or anything like that with like no beard, mad weird. Mad weird. What happened, buddy?
Nice.
Hmm. Oh, what happened? What happened? Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh no, no. Alright, let's see if we can.
I'm waiting.
I don't wanna. Ugh, it is gonna. Jupiter to Mars. Oh, I think what it does is like it pops them with those branches.
I'm
Oh,
waiting.
this? I think it's like any other balloons that it detects around, it'll like make them stronger, I think. That's what I think, right? Not quite sure. But I think that's what it is. Unless I'm mistaken.
Rise!
Kind of like them thorns type shit. But that's what I like. It's pretty cool. Another. That reminds me, I still gotta watch that new episode. The two episodes that came
Right.
out for The Last of Us. I haven't watched those two. Uh, and then I kind of want to rewatch Squid Games. Like during the summer, I enjoy watching Squid Games. All of Us Are Dead. Um, damn. Then there's another one. Totally forgot about it. But it also had to do with zombies though. Bad reviews. Had bad reviews on The Last of Us. I mean, the only reason why, and I'll tell you this, and I'm not defending it, but I'm trying to like not go on a biased route. But I feel like the reason why they're giving it a bad review is because two different things. They killed off Joel, and because of um Abby. Yes, they could have chosen better actors to play Abby, Ellie, and other cast members. I'll give you that. But for those that already know what to expect, I mean, it's like it is what it is. But it's always those people that are like, no, I'm not gonna watch it because of they killed Joel, and I get it. But second season, it really shows that there's consequences to our own actions, and that's what people don't understand from it. And yeah, it's crazy to think that way, but at the end of the day, you gotta understand that, like I said, your actions have consequences, and it just basically
Onward.
like got to him. And it's sad to see how they killed off Joel because I was one of them. I was pissed off when I had to rewatch that, relive that for the third time. Because keep in mind, I played the game twice, and then watching it, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But I'm not gonna give it a bad review just because of that. I mean, don't you think that that's the reason why it makes a show a good show? Because it makes you feel a certain type of way. It's like when like you see villains play or actors play villains, right? You're like, yo, I hate that motherfucker because of this movie, that movie. You gotta understand that that's what an actor or a good actor makes you feel, right? It makes you hate them for the fact that they knew how to play that role really well. Um, that's that side, and then the side of like they could have chosen better actors to play Abby, and Ellie and Joel. First of all, Ellie and Joel, um, Abby and Joel, yeah, definitely. No. Ellie and Joel are totally bigger within the game, especially Abby having like those brolic monster, uh, was it Joey Swole hands, okay? And in the show, I mean, scrawny as fuck. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like. But other than that, like I said, you gotta understand that an actor's gonna make you feel those types of way if they know how to properly act within that character or within that role. That's just my opinion, right? But like I said, I still gotta watch it. I still gotta see the two other episodes. You know? Oh, fuck me! No, 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 no! Fuck. But like I said, other than that, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Fuck.
Awesome.
Damn, yo. Now I'm in the mood for some pizza, yo. And I'm supposed to be in a diet, man. I can't be overeating either. But how much time we got left? Oh shit, we got 13. We got 13. Normally when my screen starts to get dark, that's when I know we're like at the 10, 5% or something 15, but I think it's on the 10. 10, 5%. Let's see. Lots of time. I want to see what other game well, I ordered a an SD card to increase the memory of this. And because this one has a is a 64 it's a 64 gigs, right? Let's see there. It's a 64 gigs, and I bought a 128 gigabyte SD card. So I want to see if I can you know put more emulators and more ROMs into it, right? But according to the description in the fucking side, it says TV output. I don't know about that, which I was fucking trying earlier today and I didn't get anything, but we'll see what happens, right? And if not, then I'll see what games I find there. And if I'm able to like download them, which I think I am able to, if I'm able to get them in the tablet, we're able to like fucking stream it. There you go, baby. But other than that, I want to see if we can install Nintendo 64 and Sega Dreamcast. Those are the only two games that gaming systems that I really do want to introduce into it. And then go from there. But yeah, it has a lot of Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. Um, what is it called? Sega something, I think. 64. Oh hell yeah, hell's fucking yeah.
Moab, handle
Um,
it.
they have a Mario Kart, but for the Game Boy, and I want to see if we can get it for Nintendo 64 though. Oh hell's yeah, hell's yeah. Now within this one, like I said, right, it even has the buttons in the back, the joysticks, two joysticks in the front, and it can play PS1 games as well. I was playing Crash Bandicoot for I think for the Game Boy and for the PS1, and I think they're the same fucking game. I don't know, just on a different emulator. Um, they do have a Silent Hill game and a Biohazard game for the PS1, I think. But it's in Japanese, and I don't fucking read Japanese, man. But I want to see if I can at least get like the English version and then just transfer it into the SD card. Because like I said, I don't have a PC, but I do have a tablet, and I'm still able to do that with my tablet. I did download Silent Hill 2 for the PS2 earlier today. We could also do something like that, but I want to see if we can finish Alan Wake before anything else.
They're
Oh, no,
leaking.
no, 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 no. Yeah, we fuck. Um, let's see. Oh fuck, bruh. All right. Hitting every. I swear. Baby. We're doing the same thing as last time. So fucking bad. Um, no. Okay. Um, come on, baby. Ooh, okay, okay. I like how this one's going. Let's see if we can reach this first before anything else.
Sweet. Moa,
Oh fuck.
handle it.
We fucked. We fucked. We fucked. Oh no. What happened, buddy? All right. What happened, buddy? All right. There you go. All right. Let's see. Well,
Nature
much
prevails.
appreciated, man. No, the thing is that I got Cooper over here. I got Cooper here, right? He's whining, but I think it's because he's bored, though. It's not. He ate, he drank water, he peed. I don't think it's poo. I think he's just bored. Maybe he wants to go on top of my bed. I'm not quite sure, but we'll see in a bit, in a few though. Okay, go bed. Let's see.
Moa, handle it.
Fuck, we're at 8%. God damn it. Give me a sec. All right. So we're currently round 59. We have 7% left. Crazy. Let's see. Can we do it on time? Can we do it, baby?
BFB. Handle it.
Oof. We're
Moa.
doing a different strategy
Handle
here.
it.
No, get out of here, wizard. Uh-oh. We are on that. My screen just turned off. No. No. All right. Fuck it. We're gonna give it all we got. We're gonna give it all we got. We're gonna give it all we got within that 5%.
BFB. Handle it. Ha ha. Moa. Handle it.
All right. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna sacrifice my monitor here real quick. We're gonna. You know what? Hold on. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec, because I'm not gonna feel the cable, and I'm gonna really feel the cable really uncomfortable. There we go. Now it feels weird playing within a smaller screen all over again. Fuck it. We're charging my shit right now. So we good, we good, we good, we good.
BFB. Handle it. Awesome.
Damn right, baby. Damn fucking right. Let's see. Meanwhile, skip myself right there. Look, we're trying, man. We're trying. Let's see. So currently speaking, look, we're at 102 subscribers, which that's fucking amazing. And
Moa.
going back
Handle
and
it.
forth with different games that we got in mind, right? Whether it's PS5, whether it's emulators, whether it's mobile. We're trying to like touch all bases here. You feel me? Uh, but we'll see what we can do. With this. and then we'll go from there. Obviously. Let's see.
BFB. Handle it.
I just gotta make sure that my dog is all right.
Sweet. Moab. Handle it. BFB. Handle it.
Go bad. I don't even know what he's doing. Oh, he wants to go underneath my stuff. We're at 6,000. Yo, what are you? Why, Superman? I don't even know what he wants. I put him on my bed, right? Thinking that maybe that's what he wanted. But after that, but I do think that it's just because he's bored. Or he has fuck, I forgot I gotta.
They're leaking.
Fuck. Oh, I look. Oh, look, 4,400 over here. Nah, let's do it again. Let's do it all over again. But the thing is that, can we do this one then? Let's see. So because I do have a rapid charger, well, the thing is that because it is a tablet, I'm sure that it needs more power to be able to fully charge rapidly. 2%. 2% increase. Cooper, he's in my man. No, just give me a sec. Espérate. No, 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 no. Espérate, espérate. Déjame ponerte tu sábana. Acá. Espérate. You're good, buddy. Okay. Where were we? You know how I feel.
The spirits of the forest
You
awaken.
know how I feel. No, 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 no. Ooh, the Silence Manchester Orchestra. That's a really good song. It's depressing, but it's a really good song.
Target. Ha ha. All right.
Not enough monkey money. Okay, no, I don't wanna. Let's see. So one thing that I've been wanting to do is well, you see the shelf right here, right? I kind of want to like put it lower. I want to put it like here, right? And because normally when I'm streaming on the PS5, the angle within the camera that I have, The only thing you can see is just like basically like from here, right? And down. You can't really see like anything that's up here. Unless like it's like the way that I'm streaming like right now, like yeah, you could see some in here, but you really can't see much. Now if I extend it, right, I'm bigger, right? But it's still the same thing. But yeah, that's one thing I want to do, and then I want to see if I can get like more stuff to like put in the background. Um, but before that, I want to like change the shelf because I do have like other shelves, like I said on the other side, but those are like the gaming systems. Um, but then I also want to paint my wall too. You know, I want to cover uh, the what's the word I'm looking for? The heater. 'Cause I don't like the way that it looks. I don't know. I'm picky when it comes to that. I don't know, but you know, I like having it organized. At least the background, I like having it organized. I don't like having it just just like that. You know, gotta give. I gotta give like the people to look at something. You know, can't just have it like that. No, 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 no. I can't. I can't. I can't.
Rise!
So currently speaking, it's 12:39 p.m. Let's see.
Rise!
I know there's people that have asked me why don't you put it on auto start. The reason why is that because it gives you time to like think about like the things that you want to put out and not
Sweet.
like panic and shit. Because I've tried it in the past and I don't like it. I really don't. I really don't like how you know it how it automatically just starts like that. I don't. Okay. Ooh, dun, 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 dun. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, will you be
Yes.
the savior of the broken and in the damned? Damn, I remember when I used to listen to that song a lot back in high school, freshman year. It wasn't really my emo phase because I think my emo phase technically I had like I think I was in middle school, but I used to listen to that song a lot in high school. During middle school, I was more into like that techno shit, like this that '90s techno and shit. But God damn, yo, My Chemical Romance, yo, fuck. That's crazy, man. That's a really good song. Yeah, that's a really good song. I'm a jam to it. When I was a young boy, my father took me to the city. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Okay, okay. You grow up, will you be the savior of the broken? Oh God. That's the thing. I mean, I guess I had my emo phase, but I wasn't emo. You feel me? Yeah, I would always I would wear black shirts, black stuff, but it's never gone to the point where like um emo, right? Or at least that's what I want to think. And look, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, but I think like when my other brother was more emo than me, I want to say, for the fact that, oh god damn, no. Yeah, I think we're gonna die in this one. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna um because what was it? He had like those like this chokers thing.
Yes.
I don't even know what's it called. He even painted his eyes with eyeliner and shit. He had like that full on faux hawk. Um, he had like band shirts with a black shirt and everything. Like he was emo. It never got to the point where like he was like he would paint himself white to look like that type of emo. But he had that phase. He had that phase. I feel like everyone, like us in our teenage years, we've had that phase, or we still are going through that phase. Um, you like even like he would even skate too back in the day. Obviously, now it's like my back, my back, you know. Um, but that's what happens. That's what happens. When you get older and shit. Um, I'm 29. Damn, yo. Look, I'm 29, right? I'm from 95, right? So I have more of like memories of my childhood, like from the early 2000s and shit, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, back in middle school was more of like techno, like Blue, Gummy Bear, what's it called? Barbie girl type shit, like those like techno, you know. Um, and then towards growing up, I was like into like Slipknot, Corn, Mudvayne. Damn, those were the days, man. Those were the days. I would have never thought I would have actually be saying that shit. Well, My Chemical Romance, yeah, for sure. That was a big one back in high school. Oh, damn. Falling in Love with You is a good song. By Montel Fish. It's a good one. Falling in love with. What is it? Wednesday. Everyone went emo. It was weird as fuck. It was weird as fuck. I mean, you gotta also keep in mind that back in the days, I mean, emo was more like it was a taboo, right? It wasn't like accepted like how today, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, that shit's crazy. It's crazy how it's developed and shit. Um,
They're leaking.
but like I mean, there's times where like I just wanna like fucking like bang my head with some like rock, some metal, some Metallica. Um, and then what was it? Not Creed. It was this other band. What's it called? I had it here. I was listening to it. Oh, Stain. sustain.
Oh,
No,
not
God.
getting through.
Whatever. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do this shit all over again before we head off, right? We're gonna leave this fucking stream on a good fucking note. Okay. Um. 9%. 9%. 9%. We good though. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good.
The
Okay.
spirits of the forest awaken.
What other songs here? Because I know like I have a work playlist as well for uh back in back in my days, you know. Um no. We're still on that 200. All right. Mm,
Yes.
oh no, but that's all right. Let's see. No. 6 Days remix by Shadow, Most Def, with the one with the Tokyo Drift. Damn, they're good movies,
Sweet.
yo. They don't fucking make these movies like how they used to do them back in the day, yo. That's fucking crazy. I don't like the fucking CGI that they use in those in the movies that we have today. I don't. I hate that shit. There's one movie that I'll have an exception for, and that's Hulk. Okay, the Incredible Hulk. Oh hell yeah. Tokyo Drift. I feel like that was like the best one out of like the whole Fast and the Furious franchise. Okay, that's the only thing that I can say, personally speaking. Hey, hold give me a sec. No, here, look, here, there you go. Okay. There's another one. All right, I wanna see if we can. I mean, I don't think we can
Yes.
upgrade. No, not upgrade that one. Upgrade this one maybe. No, but I had classic rock though, and I don't know why I can't find it. I have an album or a list sounds before um presentation. That's more like inner thoughts. As if I was reborn. Mm, all right, we should be good. We should be good. It's just if I was reborn. Back in my day, right? When I used to smoke a lot, ganja, you know, the devil's lettuce. I used to listen to a lot of lo-fi. I forgot there was one guy that I used to listen to. Eddie Zuko was one. There's another one, Los Retros. That's like a good too. Mm, man, now I'm in the mood for Los Retros. Los Retros. Must fall in love with you. It's easy, too easy to tell. Damn, man. I mean, back in my day when I used to smoke, right, it was more like
Awesome.
like indica, just pure indica. I didn't really like hybrids, so I was just indica, man. Indica, indica, indica. I just like the way that it used to make me feel like slow, mellowed out and shit. And then watching like movies, it would be like, oh my God, it would make it so much interesting. But one thing I wouldn't be able to do is watch horror movies because my fucking anxiety just go up the fucking roof and shit. That's crazy. There was a time that I do remember smoking with my friend, and we were on our way to the movie theaters, right? And he was smoking. We got together. We were walking around. We ended up having like this what's it called? Kind of like this mod, right? Kind of what it would do, you would grab the like the flour, you put it like on a pipe, and then you put it on a machine on a vaporizer, and then it would heat it up for you. It wouldn't be like those vapes, but it would like steam it up for you, right? And then you take your hits from it. And I remember doing that, and we would just walk around like blocks before going towards the train station to Manhattan to watch a movie. um, and I'm like, damn, yo, I'm gonna just like hit a little bit. Um, hey, how we doing? Um, we're here, we're talking about like our good old days, and I just remember, just taking like small hits and then just enjoying my time. We would just like laugh around and everything. But then at some point, I realized that it would trigger more of like
Awesome.
anxiety when it comes to like all that shit, like smoking. So then I ended up like, just stopping. Was it? Oh, hell's yeah, hell's yeah. And the thing that with me is like the most that I've tried was I want to say I've taken an edible like those gummies, right? I've taken like one and a half. I've never taken two. I've taken one and a half, and then um, what I used to do because I used to have that vaporizer, I used to just grab like the activated bud, what they used to call it, right? And I used to just save it on a plastic bag. And then what you could do with it is that you could still smoke it, turn a fucking can and shit, make some holes in it, and then just light it up, right? That's one. Two, you could turn it into edibles, right? So you're getting a double hit from it. So what I used to do is that I used to save enough to just mix it with like chocolate pudding or just applesauce. The last time that I did it, I mixed it with applesauce. I shit you not, I was fucking baked for 2 fucking days. I woke up the next morning and I was like, oh my fuck. And then I'm like, fuck, I gotta, I gotta do things. And I tried, but the end of that fucking day, I was fucking tired. I was sleepy. I was hungry as fuck. That was the last time that I fucking did an edible.
Awesome.
Um, well, back when I started like smoking, because this was like during the pandemic, right? In the beginning pandemic. Oh, right before the pandemic started, that's when I started. But when I was like in my highest, it was like during the pandemic, right? In the beginning of the pandemic shit, right before we hit the high peak. Um, and I used to like get like different flavors, right? The gelato and shit. But mostly for me, it was doing that indica. Doing sativa, it would feel weird because yeah, you're high, right? But then you want to like clean. For me, it was that. It felt like I was high, but my brain, it was just like on a fucking Red Bull type shit. And then I was like, nah, I don't like this feeling. Like I feel like I have to do shit. And then after like me smoking it, you see me just randomly cleaning my fucking room little by little, and I was like, damn. And then it was like 3 in the fucking morning, and I'm like, damn, and I'm still awake. I'm like, nah. So most of like my objective when it comes to like smoking that, it was just that. It was just fucking indica. I did try the regular vape, right, where like you're able to like vape it inside the vaporizer, the what's it called, the edible, the gummies, the applesauce, right? But I never tried it as in like oh like as in a tea type shit or like mixing it with oil and then mixing it with like regular foods and shit. Because I feel like that would be 10 times worse for me in my personal experience. Uh, wait, what the fuck? Yo, I know people that have told me in the past, because we used to talk about like all of these things, right? And we used to be like, oh, what's one that you would do? What's one that you wouldn't do? And I'm like, just for curiosity, one that I would kind of do would be LSD, but just like on a controlled environment. It wouldn't be like on an like out and about. And I'll tell you this. Oh fuck, that Limitless, yeah. Yeah, fucking high and shit. Oh hell's yeah. There was another one that I used to watch. It was similar to Limitless. Um Inception. Fucking watching Inception while baked for the first time that you're watching that movie? Oh my lord. Nah, yeah, that was a fucking amazing movie. There's other movies too that I purchased that hold on, let me see if I can get the no the list because I know I have because I normally when if there's like a movie that I really fucking love, I'll end up buying it digitally, right? And then recently I started doing physical copies. Half Baked. Watching Half Baked, it's a fucking must, right? If you're a smoker, Half Baked is a fucking must. Uh, Next, Tropic Thunder. Okay, you need to fucking watch Tropic Thunder if you're into that smoking shit. Okay, Inception is another fucking good one. Uh,
Moab,
I wouldn't recommend
handle it.
Saw fucking while high and shit. Any fucking movies like that? Hells no. I think that's about it. I did watch Workaholics while baked, but I feel like Workaholics is better enjoyed. Or I want to say, you would enjoy that show better if you're drinking, right? In my perspective, where I used to watch what's the other movie? Fuck. Um, it had to do with drinking, the Eye of the Jew, a glass boot.
Awesome.
Uh, I know it had to do with also Super Troopers, but they did the first one. Fuck. What was it? Uh, yeah, it's the I forgot, man. I can't. I let you down with the name. Oh fuck! And I think we've spoken about this movie too. Um, no, fuck yeah, I forgot. I forgot. Let's see. Super Troopers, cast, my homie over here. Uh, Beer Fest. Beer Fest. Okay, Beer Fest. Oh my, fucking amazing movie. Fucking amazing movie. I don't think they ever did a Beer Fest 2, right? I know they did. They had three Super Troopers? What the fuck? What the fuck was this? The first one was a fucking amazing movie. And the fact is that I would have loved, I would have enjoyed if they would have done a Beer Fest 2, or at least now, and them like the OGs introducing a newer generation. Mind blown. Mind fucking blown. But look, they never did, so it is what it is, right? But I didn't know that they did Super Troopers 3. What the fuck? That's new to me. I didn't know. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. There's another one too, but I can't remember. I know Jackass was a good one, but I never watched that one while baked because of like the parts where like when they would get injured and shit. I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit, especially what baked. When I'm sober, it's funny and shit, right? But while baked, nah, I can't watch that shit. Let's see. And the earth.
Yes. Moab,
Oh fuck.
handle it.
The fact that those two in that position was a good one. But um, what's another movie that was good while like Twilight was a good one. Um, but like the welcome you to the Twilight Zone. That theme song would give me oh my god, would trigger my anxiety. It would put me in a panic mode. Fucking crazy. Now I'll tell you this though. I'll tell you like my experience on the first time that I ever like smoked. Right? Oh my god. I was. It was my childhood best friend. It was my ex girlfriend, and it was I. Right? And my good homie, he was like Lebowski. I don't think I've heard that one. Uh, Big Lebowski. Hold up. Now I gotta look it up. Oh no, I never watched that one. Nope, nope. I think a friend of mine I think he was the one who brought this one up. I know that there's like a fucking GIF where like the guy with like the long hair is like in the car and shit. Like I know that, right? But yeah, look, the first time that I fucking smoked, it was my good friend, right? My good childhood best friend was my ex girlfriend at the time. Yeah, I never watched it, but I'm gonna have to watch it. Gonna have to watch it. Look, you did recommend me that Street Fighter one, so look, I will take your word for it, and I will take a screenshot of it right now. Hold up, I'll take a screenshot of it. Uh, oh fuck, oh, there you go. And I'll have it there. But like, this is what happened, right? And we ended up like we didn't
Moab,
know who to
handle it.
contact when it came to like getting let's call it plants, right? I didn't know. I was like, fuck, well, where are we gonna get it? And oh no!
Oh, we're not getting through.
I'm panicking. Now I'm panicking. Um, and so what we ended up doing is that we ended up like reaching out to randoms on Instagram because they were selling the cartridges and shit, right? And none of them came through except for one single person that we ended up reaching out, and they were like, "Yeah, I got this and this and that, right? Whatever." Um, we drove to this person. We ended up getting the good stuff, and after that, we ended up hitting Wendy's, right? Because there was a Wendy's like nearby, and we ended up getting some food, right? We ended up lighting up in my friend's car, and I was supposed to just take like one, maybe three puffs, right? And I ended up taking like maybe like maybe six puffs, the same as my friend, and my ex girlfriend at the time, she ended up taking like three puffs, right? And he's like, "Yo," he's like, "I'm
TFB,
feeling it."
handle it.
He's like, "You know how I know I'm feeling it?" I'm like, "Why? How?" He's like,
Nice.
"Because like my face starts to get numb. That's like how I start feeling it, and then like my tongue gets numb." And I'm like, damn, really? Like, I don't feel anything. And I'm like, I after like taking like those puffs and shit, I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed
Moab,
to like
handle it.
know when I'm feeling this shit? Well, let me tell you. After a fucking, I think it was like 30 seconds after that, I felt it. I felt it all right. It just it felt like I was drunk. It felt like my body just like went on a different state of mind, and then I felt drunk, and I was like, now I'm feeling it, and then I felt everything just hit me out of nowhere, just mad slow, and I'm like, damn, I'm feeling something. And then we ended up like getting out of my friend's car at the time because we were all high and shit. And and you know what's funny is that like getting out of like my friend's car, like trying to like walk, like taking like two steps out of my friend's car, it was so fucking hard. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna put more like the most concentration I have towards one foot and then the other, and then start walking. And I was like, dang, I felt like light, but then I felt like I was walking slow at the same fucking time. Trying to talk was like extremely slow. And then one thing led to another. We ended up like having to walk towards my house because my friend he parked his car like maybe like 2, 3 blocks away, right? And then I noticed every single time that I would look straight, I would see like just the street just going like and I'm like, holy fuck. In my head, I was like, God damn it. So at that time, I ended up grabbing like my ex girlfriend's hand at the time, and I would just like close my eyes like really fast, and I would see like the street like straight again. And so that's what I kept doing. I would like close my eyes. I was like, and I was just doing that shit.
BFB,
And then like my ex girlfriend
handle
at the time,
it.
she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I can't see straight," and that's what's helping me. And so we ended up doing that. We came home.
Nice.
We try to like chill, right? Um, I started panicking. And
Moab,
then out of nowhere, like my
handle
whole
it.
body felt like if I was like in a boat in the middle of the ocean, just like fucking, just swinging back and forth. And out of nowhere, at the time, my bed was here, and I was just sitting on the edge, and I was just like this. I was just like this. And then my friend is like, he's like, oh yeah, he's out of it for sure. He's out. And then he ended up like trying to just like lay down on like on my recliner at the time. He was just watching like YouTube videos and shit. My ex-girlfriend, she was panicking, and because I saw that she kept panicking, I wasn't enjoying it properly. And so after that, she would like turn on like the AC at that I had at the time, and then
BFB,
she would turn it off.
handle it.
And then I would try to like lay down on the floor,
Nice.
and then I couldn't. And then at some point in the back of my head, I'm like, this why no this is going to last forever. I kept thinking that shit over and over. This feeling is gonna last forever. I was panicking, okay? I was panicking. And then after that I wanted to just like sleep it off. So I just went into like the fetus position, and I was just like curled up and shit. And I was like, I'm just gonna sleep it off, I'm gonna sleep it off, I'm gonna sleep it off. So I closed my eyes really hard, hoping that I would just knock the fuck out. And then out of nowhere, I
Moab,
just felt like I couldn't
handle
move.
it.
I was so like I could hear, I couldn't open my eyes, I couldn't move. I was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I was just like that, right? Um, uh, uh, I can't see it. Oh fuck. Yeah, and then what's crazy is like at the time my ex girlfriend she needed like some pills like she needed to open like this like little bottle, right? And so she was struggling, and then she asked my friend. She couldn't ask me because dude, I was in my fucking bag, right? I was like half dead. And so she asked my friend over here, and the only thing I can hear, right, is
BFB,
him
handle it.
struggling trying to open the fucking pill bottle. And in my head, I'm like, yo, if he can't
Awesome.
fucking open the bottle, seeing how he's built different, he was fucking strong. I'm like, if he can't fucking open it, yo, we screwed. Because I can't function properly. I can't move. I'm fucking high. Like I can't.
Moab,
And then
handle it.
he ended up opening the fucking bottle. That happened. And then me trying to like properly like trying to like relax, I couldn't because in the back of my fucking head, right? And this is fucking true. I shit you
BFT,
not. Only a few
handle it.
people know this. Is the fact that in the back of my head, the reason why I couldn't fully fall asleep was that at the time I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, what if like I fall asleep and out of nowhere I just wake up to my fucking ex-girlfriend and to my friend fucking right in the corner, right next to me. And so I'm like, nah, I can't do that. And so that shit kept coming up over and over, over and over, over and over. So you see me just knock the fuck out, not being able to move, but I was still conscious. So I would like have my eyes closed. I was like this, but I can hear everything that was going on. And out of nowhere, my while I was laying down next to my ex-girlfriend at the time, my friend he's like, oh, he's like, I'm gonna turn on the AC because it's getting hot in here. He turns it on, and keep in mind that I was laying down like this, right, and my AC is like it was next to my bed, which it's always been. And once he turns on the AC, I swear to you, I felt that cold breeze like a fucking tidal wave. I was like this, right? And out of nowhere, he turns on the AC, and the fucking wind just goes like, I feel it going like, ooh. I'm like, what the fuck? I was out. I was out of it. And then out of nowhere, we ended up knocking out. I was panicking, and I go up to my friend, the one who pulled up here recently, um, and I told him what happened, like this and that, and he's like, do it, but without your ex girlfriend, at the time she was my girlfriend at the time, but he would tell me he's like, do it without her, right? Because that's most likely the reason why you weren't able to fully enjoy it because she was there, and then I was like, damn, you're right, and so at that time it was my friend who was like guiding me right on which strain I should get and then how to do it and if I don't want it to smell how can I do it and this and that, right? And so he would be the one that was teaching me and guiding me through all of this whole fucking smoking process, let me tell you that. And so from there he's like, just get an indica. I feel like you should like um
Moab,
be able to
handle it.
smoke this. But in the beginning, it was him and another homie of mine. Um, and so
BFT,
what
handle it.
happened was that after a while, like in the beginning, they would tell me like, "Oh yeah, smoking is not for you. It's not for you." And in the back of my head, I'm like, how the fuck you gonna tell me it's not for me? But yet again, like I was showing signs that it wasn't for me because I was fucking panicking. And then they kept telling me after that they were like, "Oh, just do it without your ex girlfriend there, and maybe that's the reason why you weren't able to like fully enjoy it and this and that, blah blah blah." After at some point, I started smoking the cartridge, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna like smoke a little bit, because like I said, I was still new at this, right?" So I did like one, two, three pulls, right? And they weren't like big ones. They were like like those blinker pulls. Nah, nah, nah. Those were those like one, two, three, one, two, three, and then like that's it. And then I'll just feel it right away, and I'm like, what the fuck? And one thing that I would like always do, like while smoking, it would be like because I had a recliner at the time, I would grab a blanket. I would just fucking like be under that blanket, watch like fucking like random movies and shit. Um, and then I would just be curled up like in a fetus position. I would just like fall asleep, just while like random movies are playing in the background. Of course, they were like those high funny movies, right? And then at some point, like I would just grab like my dog and I would just like grab him and I would just like hold him really tight and I was like, oh, it's okay, it's a good boy, right? That's that's how I would end up doing it. And then at some point, I would fucking love that shit. I was like, yo, like I had like different like stages, right? And then because of when I would smoke, in the beginning, it would be like early in the day, right? Because working at Costco back in those days, I would enter at 4:30, come out at 9:30, sometimes at 1, and then eat, take a nap, and then try to stay up for like maybe like 3, 4 hours, and then go back to sleep for 4 hours, and then wake up and then do it all over again. And so because of that, I had a fucked up schedule. And so there would be times that I would come out early from work and then go home, get some snacks and shit, and then like take a hit, 1, 2, 3, put a random fucking show or funny show, and then because I would always try to like keep my room dark, there would be a time where like when I would smoke and then I would have everything dark, instead of feeling comfortable and then being like in a good state of mind, I felt like I would
ZOMB.
question myself at some
Handle it.
point, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, is this it? Right? Is this what I'm just gonna be doing for the rest of my life? You feel me? And at some point after that, it wasn't enjoyable as much, and then there's where I stopped doing it less and less. But I went from like smoking cartridges to
VFB.
smoking
Handle it.
the flower, from turning it into like edibles, right? I've done gummies. Um, like like the biggest like nug, right, that I fucking bought. It was like in the size of my hand. Keep in mind that I used to spend like 125 at a
Nature
time,
proclaimed.
because I wouldn't like want to buy like little by little. Like no, like I was the type of person that would want to fucking uh buy a whole chunk of change and then like call it a day. You know?
Oh, not getting through.
Fuck. Um, we did do round 81 though. Um, but then um after a while, I stopped because I started getting like anxiety out of nowhere. Like it would trigger that more than being more relaxed than anything. So I stopped. I haven't smoked flower for I think more than 3 years, I want to say. And at some point, I went from smoking that to smoking cigarettes, vape, then going back to cigarettes. And there was a point where like I used to smoke like 5, 6 cigarettes a day. Then I stopped because I felt like a big difference when it came to like breathing. And now like I smoke, yes, but I only smoke like maybe like 2 cigarettes while drinking. There was one time that I did smoke like 4 cigarettes in like one sitting while drinking. But I just try to smoke at least once a week, if anything, right? I don't try to like overdo it either, because I know how it feels to like smoke a lot. Um, and obviously too, with the drinking too, I've had, not issues, but like I've had phases with drinking beer and all that stuff. Um, but look, that's a whole story for a whole other time. Um, yeah, I like to drink. I don't like blacking out. That's one thing for sure, right? Uh, but let's try this one for now. Um, but I'll tell you this though is that um drinking to the point where like I'm passed out, to the point where like I can't stand. I don't like
Those
doing
events
that
will be
because I don't like
swift
waking
and
up with a
intelligent.
fucking hangover. I hate that shit so fucking bad. That's why there's times where like um when I right before I go to sleep, I take a painkiller, and then when I wake up the next morning, I take another painkiller. But I know it's not good because I go to sleep mad groggy, and then I wake up the same. I don't feel this. I don't feel like me in that day. I don't. And because of that, like obviously I don't recommend it, right? Look, I feel you, man. I fucking feel you, and I know that there's people that are able to drink heavily, and then like work the next day like nothing ever happened. the ones that we call
Ha!
functional alcoholics, right? But then there's other people that they do it frequently. Obviously, they do that shit mad frequently. That's a functional alcoholic. Yeah, you're getting drunk, you're getting blacked out, but you're still waking up early the next morning, and you're taking care of business, obviously. And then there's people that, yeah, that only thing that they do is just drink, and the same thing. That's not good either. Um, but I know that there was a point where like I thought I was gonna become like an a functional alcoholic. And I back when I used to work at Costco, I before no, I think this was my before no, this was my before smoking phase, where I used to drink like 3 times a week, and I used to be like I used to get drunk for that shit. There was a time that I had like I drank heavily
All right.
3 times with one chick and shit. Whole long story. Um, and I told someone, and he's like, just, have fun, but just be careful, I was like, yeah, you're right. Um, and I'm like, look, as long as I'm able to clock in and shit, it is what it is, right? But I don't recommend it, and it sucks waking up the next morning hungover. There was a time that I woke up mad hangover, and I still had to go to work. And then I'm like, fuck. I go to work and I'm like, damn, yeah, I'm still, a little there. And and it's funny because like I don't walk to work, I don't drive to work, I don't take the train to work, I don't take the bus to work, but I take my fucking electric bike at the time to work. So yeah, I don't recommend it. Like I said, I don't recommend that. Um, but because at the time it was in the middle of the fucking night, was barely any cars around, there wasn't barely any people around. Um, but like I said, I don't recommend it. Um, but I ended up doing that, and then having because I used to work as a stalker back in Costco days, and having to like bend over, go up and
Yes.
down and shit, and then feeling nauseous because you're hung over and shit. I'm going to throw up. I wanted to throw up. Another time, I didn't know nothing about like taking painkillers for the hangover and shit. I didn't know nothing about that. So I used to fucking go to work just raw with that shit, right? The only thing I used to take was just what's it called, Alka-Seltzer with sparkling water. Drink that shit and call it a fucking day. And I back where I used to work, man, there was a lot of people that used to drink a lot, man. I mean, I wouldn't even consider them as alcoholics, maybe functional alcoholics, maybe. But right after clocking out, like which was like sometimes 9:30, close to 10, they would be fucking coming up to me and they're like, it's like, oh, yo, you want to go to the bar? It's like right next door. I'm like, God damn, like the fuck is mad early. He's like, yeah, but for us, it's like it's already like afternoon. It's already like 1 for us. I was like, dang, yo, you're right. And there was a time that like there was a I was working with like a she was a mom, right? And I told her one time after like we ended up finishing working and everything. I told her, I'm like, damn, I'm kind of like in the mood for like a drink. And she's like, what? Water? I'm like, no, for me, for like a beer. She spoke to me like if I was one of her kids. I'm like, God damn, okay. And then she's like, she's like, stop. No, she's like, I'm talking to you like if you were like one of my kids. Like, what am I doing? But it was funny though. It was funny though. And, like, I'm not gonna take it like the wrong way because like I know like where she's coming from, obviously. Um, but yeah, those were my days, man. And then there was a point where like I was like I noticed that I was heading towards the wrong direction and shit. And and there's where like I had a talk with someone and a cousin of mine, and he ended up telling me like just be careful because this this and that. I was like, damn, I guess you're right. And one thing led to another, and I stopped drinking less and less and less. And at some point, I would just drink like once a week, and then I stopped drinking because I did black out one time heavily to the point where like I didn't even realize that I was throwing up until like I opened my eyes, and then I realized I was throwing up while throwing up. Nah, that's not a good feeling. That's not really good. But yeah, those were my life stories, right?
Sweet.
Uh, only thing you can do is just learn from your own mistakes. That's pretty much it. That's why, like when I drink, yeah, there is a limit to like how much I'll drink. I'm not gonna go overboard unless if I eat like a lot of bread, rice, pasta during that day, because those types of foods will absorb the alcohol from your system. That's why there's some people that they like drinking on an empty stomach, but then they shouldn't because it fucks up your stomach even worse if you do that. Um, but to each their own, right? I'm not, I'm no parent here, but I'm like how I tell people, like, just be careful. If you're gonna drink cool, be my guest, but just make sure that you're drinking responsibly. You're not, overdoing it either. Um, but yeah, I mean, I know that there's some people that they're gonna have to learn the hard way, right? And it is what it is. Um, but those are my life lessons. But other than that, I'm no one to like to judge you or anyone else for what they've done, or what they're
Ha
doing,
ha.
because I've done it too when it comes to drinking and smoking and other shit. So to each their own, to each their own. Now, with that said and done, right now the way that I have not my tablet, but the way that I have my camera for my PS5 is connected to a stand. Not to a tripod, but to like a stand where like it has like a clip, right? And you're able to like bend that stand, right? And uh, uh, I don't know why I don't get some of those comments. So that mm, exactly, yeah, young and dumb, young and dumb, and I don't know how people do it when they're able to like fucking drink years and years, and then like how they're able to like overdo it too, and then they live to the age of like 80, 90, 100 and something. I don't know, man. Genetics, I guess, right? I have terrible genes. Physically, terrible genes. DNA wise, terrible genes, okay? Terrible, 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 terrible. I bruise like a peach easily, okay? I bruise like a peach. And I get hurt easily, whether it's physically or mentally, okay? I'm telling you this, and it is what it is, right? But like how you said, young and dumb, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. Um, but other than that, right? One thing that I was gonna say, right? The way that I have like my camera, there's a stand too where you're able to put your tablet same way, and I kind of want to get it, but then I kind of don't because I'm afraid that it might not be
Ha ha.
strong enough to hold my tablet. Keep in mind that my tablet is not the 10 inch. I think it's the 14 inch. I
Oh,
don't
they're
remember.
getting through.
Um, let me sell this and put this one here. Because my I have the Samsung Galaxy S8, I think, Ultra, not or 8 Plus, I'm not sure. With 500 gigs. Um, and so because the main reason why I got the tablet was for photography purposes, right? Photo editing and all that stuff, right? Because I didn't want to like use my phone to just like edit. I wanted a bigger screen with a stencil, with a pencil. Um, and so because of that reason, right, I ended up getting this tablet. At the time, I think it was like 1,000 with tax and everything. It was like 1,225 maybe around there, which wasn't that bad. I'm sure now with inflation, with tariffs and shit, it's gonna be way more. But yeah, I mean, I'm just afraid that's not gonna be able to strong enough to hold it. That's what like right now the way that I have like my tablet is on a box and on like two VHS tapes with its own stand. And so I'm able to like, have it like this, right? Which is the 19%, right? 19%, which is not bad. Um, and now with the cable, I'm able to just use basically my tablet as a streaming device and using the camera as like the webcam, right? And angle it on a different angle and just basically like putting most of my attention towards my monitor that's on the side of me. But the downside is the fact that I can't charge it at the same time that I'm using it. It's whether I'm using it for the stream while it's I'm streaming it towards my monitor or it's charging it at the same time. That's why I try to like charge it
Moab,
beforehand.
handle it.
I don't want to like use it like that, knowing the fact that it's not fully charged. But other than that, those are the only two things. And then I was thinking about also um like if I'm like streaming on my PS5, maybe I kind of want to like uh, get another stand that I have for my camera and put it like on the same angle and just like stream on YouTube through my phone and then stream on Twitch through my PS5. Like it would be like two different angles, I guess. Um, but like I would have to be more consistent when it comes to that shit. I know that there's
Sweet.
times where like I really don't feel like in the mood to like stream at all, and and I'll just leave it like that. I was like, you know what, fuck it. Tomorrow I'll try to get a little bit early and I'll be able to stream like that, right? And then there's times that yeah, yo, I'm hyped and I'm like, fuck it, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this shit right. We're gonna fucking live stream. We're gonna see how long we can do this live stream. And then like I said, and then there's times that I really don't feel like it. You know, it is what it is, right? Um, but I know that we'll get to it. We'll be able to reach that type of goal that I have in mind. Um, because I would like to do like I would like to like take this seriously, obviously with the live streaming and everything, and then like like dealing with fucking social anxiety. It is fucking hard because there's times where you're like, all right, look, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then you just there's like some part in you in your head that's like turns off, and then you're like, I don't want to say shy because yes, you're part like in my perspective when I started, I was shy and I'm still am shy. But doing this has helped me out to actually, be a little bit more social with people coming in, commenting, liking, subscribing, letting me know, like, oh, we should play this game, we should play that game, or when are you gonna
Oh,
get
we're
on, or
getting
whatever it
through.
may be, right? Um, it helps me out to like, deal with that shit. Um, and then obviously, like most of the games that I do play are like single player, more of like a storyline type of like games, right? Um, like for instance, which was Alan Wake. It's a one player, right? This is more of a storyline than it is like multiplayer because it doesn't have multiplayer. Right? The Last of Us. No. Yeah, The Last of Us was a single fucking storyline. Um, what was it? Which was the other one? Outlast. So how the first two are solo basically. And then the third one, yeah, you have multiplayer, right? You're a little more
All
social,
right.
with playing with like other people and stuff like that. But one thing that I would like to do, right, be able to like
Moab, handle it.
stream on multiple fucking platforms and shit. But like my main is like on YouTube. That's one thing that I'm trying to do. Um, I know like there's people like tell me like, oh, just focus on Twitch and then like here and there just do YouTube. But I try to do like if I'm gonna be streaming or playing emulators or also like mobile apps, I'm able to use a third party app that allows me to stream directly on YouTube and on Twitch at the same time while using my camera while playing, s- streaming my screen basically, right? But if I'm streaming on my PS5, I can only just stream on one platform, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on Twitch. And so that's what like my cousin constantly keeps telling me, "You just get a PC, just get a PC with $500, just get a PC, you should be fine." And I'm like, bro, right now? I'm broke, okay? So like everything that I'm fucking doing, whether it's like the the fucking games that I'm playing, I'm trying to see if we could get like free games or like the games that I have already physical copies and shit, or even the games that the emulators and shit. If I'm able to get get it for free, I'll be able to try to do it. Um, but
Hold,
yeah, I mean
not
like
getting
if we're able to
through.
do something bigger and greater with this fucking stream and shit, fuck it, why not? Um, but damn, yo, it's already late though. And then when I'm like on TikTok and shit, because I do spend a lot of my fucking time on TikTok to the point where like I even burned the outlines of TikTok on my phone. You can even see like the plus the plus logo on the bottom here when you're like on a white screen or the live button here on the top right on the top left when you have like a white screen displayed on the phone and and then there's times where like I'm scrolling like in the middle of the fucking night and I'm like damn yo people are still streaming. I could still be streaming till like this time and shit, right? But then I'm like the games that I play, right? There are some people that yeah they're interested and there's people that they're not interested and then which like I said to each their own, right? um And then I wanna see if I can get more games and stuff like that too. With the new game, Killing Floor 3, Alan Wake 2. Those are two games that I have my eyes on. I
The
want to act on
spirits of
the
the
second
forest
one, Alan
awaken.
Wake 2, before it the sale ends because right now it's 50% off on the standard edition. I know it was like for $40 for the deluxe edition. And keep in mind that my PS5 is on I have the digital copy for the PS5 because I didn't want to spend that $100 extra or the $50 extra. I think it's $100 extra on the physical copy one. Because I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to go out to GameStop to fucking buy physical copies. I don't want to like get ready and shit. I don't even want to go out at all. So I'm just gonna get the digital copy, and then I'll just buy my games directly on the PlayStation Store. And then whenever I want to get a game, I'll just put them on my wish list, and then I'll just wait until they go on sale. That's what I used to do. That's what I'm still currently doing. So that's why I didn't purchase that game. What's it called?
Ha!
Alien Isolation for the tablet version. Um, I have it for the PS5, PS4, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my money again for the same fucking game. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, um, and then once I found out that you're able to, what am I call it, stream directly from your tablet, I'm like mind blown. I was like, wait, hold your horses. How is it that people can stream directly on their phones? Like how? Right? And then I'm like, I thought you could only do that with your PC. Keep in mind, I don't have a PC, I don't have a laptop. I have my tablet and I have my phone. That's it. And I have my gaming system. That's it, right?
Yes.
And so if I have to do something with tablet that requires a PC or laptop, I'll ask my brother. I'll borrow his laptop, and that's it. But other than that, I normally I try to look for ways that I can do things with my phone to avoid getting a laptop, or things that I can do on my tablet to avoid getting a laptop or a PC. So once I found out that I was able to stream my screen from my tablet to YouTube, I was like, hold your horses. It's game over here, okay? I'm able to play emulator games, and then if I'm able to stream it on YouTube, oh fuck yeah. I did that, and then I'm like, hold up, you can stream it on multiple platforms? What? And then after that,
Nice.
I'm like, oh fuck it, let's create a Twitch, let's see what we can do, and then we'll go from there. And till this day, I'm still fucking learning how to do all of this fucking shit, right? Um, and then I went from that to like in the like if you scroll down to like the uploaded videos on my channel, you'll see the difference between camera quality, and that's because I would normally use my phone. My phone had a better fucking camera quality compared to like my tablet. My tablet has a decent camera. It's not my to go to. I have a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Okay, has a really good camera for being a phone. It has a really good camera. Now, one thing that I also have is a digital camera, right? Like I said, I also do photography. Um, and I know that if you have a PC, you're able to like use like your camera and stuff like that, and connect it, and have like multiple streaming sources that you can do and stuff like that. I'm gonna see if I can find another one that will let me stream like on Instagram, but I'm not so sure because I think you have to do something. I'm not quite sure. I have to look into it. And then I would like to see if I can stream on TikTok too. But
Awesome.
for that, I think you need a thousand followers and platforms like that, like this, like right now. Like when I started uploading, like I didn't like think that like this game was a big deal, or like a lot of people were like into it. Like I know growing up in middle school, like yeah, I used to play it on cool maps and shit, but I didn't know it was like a fucking big thing until like one of like those videos like had like 1,000 and something views, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, just even if it had 10 views or even 5 views, even if it had one view that it wasn't me, I'm like, what the fuck, right? And then after that, I saw that people were commenting on it, criticizing me for my fucking skills, which, like I said, I don't claim to be the best. I don't claim to know it all. I'm just doing this for fun, for ranting, right? Half of the time, or just it is what it is, right? And there's a video that I did upload about like talking about like the ban of TikTok and shit like that, and I really got like emotional because the fact that I've spent so many hours in TikTok. That's how I find out my news. That's how I find out about
Yes.
like trending things. How I find out about like, oh, um, I don't know, or whatever, maybe some stupid shit, or even like fucking, um, oh, like, oh, this cop abused this person because of this and that, or whatever it may be, right? That's how you found out about like fucking random things and things that's happening around you, like this fucking quick. And because of that, like I said, I fucking burned out the layout of fucking TikTok on my phone. And once I heard that it was getting banned and shit, like I got depressed. And on that night that it got banned, I was just laying on my phone. I was laying on my bed and I was just on my phone, and I'm like just so fucking sad, scrolling, scrolling, and I was like, it's already past this time and we should already be offline. And out of nowhere, I swipe and the video stopped. Swipe, the video stopped. And I'm like, fuck. I got sad. I'll tell you this, I got sad. And I was like, fuck. And then I I transferred like videos and followers to like another app, right? And that also got banned too. And I was like, oh my, I felt stupid as fuck. And then one thing led to another. We ended up going to Red Note, right? Like the Chinese version of TikTok and shit.
Sweet.
And I got to meet, or got to talk to a lot of amazing people over there. We paid our dog tax, our animal tax, right? Um, Sending memes and shit back and forth. It was really fun. I haven't been on Retno for a while though. But right, that happened, and I, I was I, I was sad. I There was a stream that you can even hear my tone, the way that everything sadness. And I think this was before I even got the camera to begin with. And one thing led to another, and the next morning, I'm like, there's no even use to even like open TikTok because it's not gonna happen. I go on YouTube, I go on Instagram, and I hear like, oh, TikTok is back on this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? I open it, I get so excited. I open the fucking TikTok, and I'm like, oh my God. And all the fucking videos, right, on the For You page. They were like, oh, people noticing that they're back online, the reactions, and then how it was the British was basically talking shit about the Americans, and then the Canadians were talking shit about the Americans, and then they were like snitching each other out and shit. It was fucking hilarious. It was funny. Um, and then like just seeing like those videos like and shit, and then seeing how our For You page changed dramatically after they left that ban. Yeah, it wasn't the same. It fucking wasn't the same. And I could tell you that shit for a fact. For someone that uses TikTok every single fucking day, it's not the same. It's not the fucking same. But we'll leave it at that. We'll enough ranting for tonight. Um, hold on, let's see. Oh, those. A homie said here. He said he can't get on. Yeah, he can't get on because it's a school night. Damn. I mean, I know that tomorrow I won't be able to like get on during the day though. But you forgot you forgot that TikTok was banned. And I know, and I heard that they wanted to ban TikTok. I think in Canada
Ha!
too, or was it in France? It was one of those two that they also wanted to ban TikTok. Um, and then like seeing or hearing that like people were buying phones with TikTok and shit for like 1,000 and shit. I'm like fucking crazy. And there were people that they were able to use TikTok because they had a VPN and shit. And then I heard that fucking I heard that Cardi B had VPN while the ban happened. I'm okay with that. And what I heard was that Cardi B, she was using the VPN while the ban was going on, and
Moa!
apparently she
Handle
put her
it!
location for Hawaii, where Hawaii is part of America. Okay, and it was funny. Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, for someone that would get their music from, would listen to like trending music, trends, just drama in general, fights here and there, dealing with Karens. For me, I wasn't really into that Vine era. Like I was aware about Vine and everything, but I wasn't like 100% like interested or invested in Vine and shit. But out of nowhere, like just getting TikTok, and just like watching random videos and shit, and then seeing how like how YouTube and how Facebook and Instagram came out with their own version and shit of like reels and shorts. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same formula. It's not the same formula. I'll tell you that.
Rise!
What up, buddy? Go to sleep. Am I ranting a little too loud? I know. But yeah, not the same, man. I'll tell you that's not the same. And then seeing like how other countries like had it, and they had TikTok and this and that. Um, I don't know. It was sad for me. Like it's sad as fuck. But like how people were there were people that were telling me like it's a new chapter. That you have or that you had, and it's time for a new chapter to start. And then I'm like, just because TikTok is banned doesn't mean that I'm gonna go back to Facebook and Instagram, right? I just like I put more time on Red Note, and then I knew that they were censored, but I didn't know that they were that censored. I was like, damn. And I remember I posted like some of like my my shorts and shit on my Red Note, and there were people that would like see it and stuff here and there, right? But it wasn't like
All
a big
right.
deal, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, those were the days, and currently speaking, we're still on a they extended the ban, I think, or some shit like that. I don't even know what the fuck is gonna happen, especially with these tariffs with China, Canada, Mexico. I don't even know if China's gonna sell TikTok and shit, or have the US be part owner of TikTok for safety reasons, my ass. Um, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Um, but if you think about it, damn, TikTok has made a lot of money, especially with the TikTok shop. That shit's oh my god. Don't get me started with the TikTok shop. Seeing those ads were fucking annoying. When they introduced that, it was so annoying. And then there was a way for you to minimize those ads, but they were still there. And I feel like no, 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 no.
Oh, not getting through.
God damn it. Anyways, that was our last round because I gotta wake up at I think at 9:30 and 9, and it's already 2. Uh, but yeah, if you guys you know around and watch me fucking rant, two play this game, because like I said, not just anyone will spend their time to see you play, right? And you know you guys that I would consider you guys having a precious time, and watching me fucking just play and rant like that, fucking amazing. Um, but currently speaking, we do have 103 subscribers, so and whoever subscribed, I really appreciate that from the bottom of this corazoncito right here. I really do appreciate that. And normally, what we do within this channel is that we tend to like stream any game that we can get our hands on, whether it's emulator, whether it's mobile, whether it's gaming system. We don't have a PC, so we can't do PC games, right? But who knows? Maybe later down the line. I don't know, right? Anything can happen, right? Never say never. That's the only thing I can say. Never say never. But normally we do tend to stream late at right 7. I don't have a specific schedule, but I tend to like stream during those hours. There will be time to time that I do stream during like I don't know, like 2, 3 in the afternoon, and that's just like to play this game or play other games. But one other game that I do have in mind is playing Delta Force for mobile. I know it came out for PC, but I want to see if we can play that game. I do have like few gameplays within that game, but I wanna wait until there's an update for controller um capability. I don't know what you want to call it, but if they're able to upload or have an update for that, game over. We're gonna play like how we were playing Call of Duty Mobile, okay? But other than that, like I said, I appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching me play. But other than that, if you guys like what you guys seen, like, comment, and subscribe, baby. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys want to support us on other platforms, whether it's on YouTube, Twitch, I was gonna say Switch, on Twitch, on Instagram, on TikTok, all the links are gonna be down in the description down below, right there, right? And if you don't get the notifications every single time that I am on, just make sure, you turn on the bell, click on that bell. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. You just gotta do it once, and then you'll get the notifications. There's times that I don't even get the notifications at times, so I have to like restart the stream. But it is what it is. But other than that, I want to say good night. Get some rest. Tomorrow's another fucking day. We're gonna do this shit all over again, baby. But like I said, tomorrow I'm not so sure. Most likely on Friday we will late, but who knows? We'll see what happens though. But with that, appreciate you guys for sticking around, watching me play. Other than that, I've been your host, Sherry XD 24/7, and it's been a pleasure.